Wait a minute. All right. Can you all hear me? Just let me know, please. Somebody. Hey, Nikki. Okay, great. So you all can hear and see me. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. How are you all doing today? So, I've been having a wonderful Sunday morning, and it's been raining. It's gloomy. It's chilly. It's a drag outside. It's a drag out there. But I thank God for letting me see it. Huh? Yeah. I hope you all been having a good day too. All right. All right. This is coffee. Just coffee, baby. Just coffee. Okay. So I wanted to come in early today, but I will be back here at 7 still. But I want to talk to you all today about some special things I had going on in my head. Hey, my granny's garden. But I wanted to get it to you. I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget these things, right? Hey, Miss Harrison, how you doing, baby? Um, hey, Lauren, how you doing, baby? How are you? So listen, I know what time it is. Let's see. It is 2 p.m. Now, I will be back at 7 p.m., but I thought we'd get a little bonus, just a little part one of what's been on my mind today. All in church, I'm thinking about this. Girl, y'all know that's bad. Sitting in church, in the middle of saying, "Thank you, Lord." I'm like, oh my God. Thank you, Lord. I thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. Woo, but it was wonderful, y'all. It was wonderful. Hey, baby, how you doing, Lauren? But I was thinking about my garden, and I wanted to share it with you all, okay? Hey, hey. All right. So, anyone want to tell me about their Sunday? How did you spend your morning? How did you spend your morning, my granny's garden? Yeah. How did you spend your morning? Did you go to church today? If not, hey, it's all good now. Trust me, because church is not the building. But we know that, right? Hey, honey. Hey, Priscilla. Alive. How lovely. I usually catch the replay. That's okay. We're going to be back at 7, but I just decided to do a part one today, right now. Part two will be at 7. Okay. Hey, Felicia. Prayerfully. Amen, my granny's garden. How beautiful. How beautiful. I've been house hunting. Wow. That's exciting. That's exciting. Family, I remember when I was house hunting for my house. If you all seen the little video I put up yesterday, I talked about when I was singing all over the place and what was my goal, what my focus was. My focus was to make sure my two kids was comfortable and I wanted a home on my own. That was a focus I had, right? And listen, I seen so many houses, house hunting, so many houses. Just everywhere. Nikki said I cooked collard greens and baked chicken while drinking coffee with my husband. That's beautiful, baby. Absolutely. And anyway, my focus was to get home. So I just listened. Every weekend I scheduled at least 4 to 5 to see 4 or 5 homes. Now, my real estate agent showed me one house. It was way from the city, long way from the city. So if anybody from my area is past Avondale, past Wagaman, this home was newly built. No one never lived in this home. It was beautiful, but it was in the middle of nowhere. I had 2 young children. That was not my home. As and Felicia, when you get to your home, baby, oh, you gonna know. You're gonna know. You're gonna feel that thing. You're gonna feel it right here. All right. Yeah. My husband just baked bread and bangles today. Go ahead, Maria. Come on, Mike. That's beautiful. So I want to talk to you all, and as you all see in the title of the video, it says that what my garden is not normal. Is one thing I wanted to share with you all for many of new gardeners as well as seasoned gardeners. Because one thing about gardening is you never stop learning. You never ever stop learning this thing, right? Hey, yeah, you never stop learning, just continuously to learn your garden. And that's one of the things I want to talk to you about too, is learning your garden, right? My garden is what I can grow in my garden doesn't necessarily mean that is what you can grow in your garden. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. She said, hit that like button, family. So if you're an organic gardener, listen, it is so important that we allow nature in our garden, because really that is the blend. That is the blend. That is the balance of an amazing garden, is when you allow nature to be nature, right? Hey, sifting some soil. Hi, baby. How you doing? Hey, Rambo. Hey, man. Oh, thank you. Okay. Organic gardening is about creating a biological balanced ecosystem. Just allow nature to be nature, right? Invite nature into your garden. Yeah, to do what she do best. Nature doesn't need our help to do anything. She know how to do it. Getting insects, beneficial insects in our garden. One way, a lot of people think like the butterflies that are the monarch butterflies that I had in my garden. Some people ask me, say, Miss Linda, did you go and buy the caterpillars? No, I didn't buy them. When you plant the right plants for a monarch butterfly, which is milkweed, they will come. They will come. If you plant flowers in your garden, the insects, they will come all by themselves. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to spend any coins to get them. They will show up. When you see insects coming into your garden, right? Good or bad, they are there for one reason and one reason only. Now, we may think when we see bees on our tomatoes, oh, they're working for me. They pollinate my tomatoes. And they are. They are. Really? But really, they there for the food, baby. They are there for the food. So if you plant lots of flowers, you will get those beneficial insects, right? They will show up. No purchase necessary. All right. Now, if you've been with me here for a while, then you already know that I do a lot of companion planting. Hey, Food by Faith, how you doing, baby? Oh, thank you. I did too, baby. Just popped in. I will be back at 7, but yeah, I just popped in. Hi, baby. How you doing? Um, companion planting. For me, listen, it have changed me. Now, there was a time, and I still have it. I made a lot of oils. I made lemon oil, orange oil, mint oils. I made all these oils for insects in my garden, right? That's that's the way how I get rid of bad insects like cabbage loopers and aphids organically. I would never use anything else in my garden to neem oil also, but I wouldn't use anything chemicals in my garden, period. So the lemon oil, the orange oil, the mints, spearmint, peppermints, I made all these oils. This is so they can get rid of these insects. Now, when you are getting rid of insects organically, you will not have a lot of dead bugs everywhere. You will not. You will not have an instant death situation going on. That's not organic. Organically deals with time. That's what it does. So, what does all of these oils will do to insects? They will stop these insects from crawling, flying, eating, mating, and then they die. Right? But I have found something else that works for me beautifully, and that is companion planting. Now, I have always grew um, onions and things like this in the bed, but I have been paying attention to it more in the last 3 years than anything, and I am overwhelmingly blown away. I love it. If you go back and look at any of my videos, any one of them, just choose. You will not see pest pressure on my vegetables. You will not. But what you will see in the beds is onions, garlics, leeks, basils. Those are the 4 I use the most in my garden. And it works. It works for me. Okay? It works for me. Tammy says, yes, ready for the garden lessons, notebook in here. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm definitely going to research companion planting this year because my space is not very big. Try it, even just try it. It is, for me, it's been a game changer. I'm talking about my spring garden, my fall garden, don't matter. I have not had pest pressure on my plants. I have not had to use my oils at all. I've been using my lemon oil to cook with because I don't need it in the garden. So just try it, family. Just drop you some, you can get some um, seeds at the Dollar Tree, onion seeds. Now, you're not looking for a bulb. Get you some shallots, um, leeks. Get you some leeks. Home Depot have leeks. Get you some leeks. Drop you some cloves of garlic in your garden beds. You will find something amazing happening, right? Yes, thank you, Miss Linda. It works for me too. Good, baby. Good. Hey, Happy Mac. I ain't got my game together today. That's okay. That's okay, baby. That's okay. All right. So the next thing I want you to do is this: know your garden. Learn your garden, because all our garden are we're not the same. It's not the same. Now listen, we're in this gardening community where we see each other's gardens, right? We see the seeds, because we do like seed hauls and we go, boy, that's good looking. I want that. But say, for instance, you a tomato. I'm just throwing, let's say a blueberry. Let's go to blueberry. A blueberry. What blueberry grows well in your zone? All blueberries don't grow well in all zones. It don't. Here in the South, I know that rabbit eye, the varieties that's under rabbit eyes, does well in the South. Now, I know a lot of us, when we see somebody else having a blueberry and we like the way it look and we want to try, and listen, I'm not saying don't try anything, baby. Don't, no. What I am saying is that many times, if you fail, if you see a plant, you buy that plant and you try to grow that plant and it just dies, it's probably because that plant don't like that weather. She don't like your zone. She don't like your climate. Let me give you another example. So years ago, I could not get a big bulb on a garlic. This is true. This is true. I could not get that bulb on my garlic. I'm like, man, what is really going on? So I got so frustrated with it until I'm like, I'm not going to worry about it. I just start growing it for the chives. If I get a bulb, good. If I didn't, good, because I'm still going to have that garlic that I like. So one night I decided to research garlic, and I went on and on and on and on. And what I realized is that all garlics are not created equally. And there were certain garlics that does better in the south, and some garlic does better in the north. There is such a thing as a long neck garlic and a short neck garlic. There is garlic that needs stratified. They need cold temperatures, which I don't have, a lot of cold temperatures for these garlic bulbs to get big. I needed a garlic that loved my climate, and I found them. And it was purple striped garlic, Italian garlic. Um, there's another Italian garlic there is, but there's a there's a Creole garlic. All of these garlics love my zone. So what I did was I didn't go to the internet to purchase my garlic, because I was like, no, I want a garlic that like my zone. So I wanted to go to like a farmer's market or something like that. So I hit up Mr. George, if you all know who Mr. George is. But anyway, I hit up Mr. George. I went over to his shop. He had purple stripe Italian garlic. I said, okay, that's my garlic. I'm gonna drop this garlic. And I did. And when I got those bulbs for the first time, I was a happy woman. Happy Max said, oh, my garlic bulb size was okay. But 120 weenie cloves. Oh, I had the wrong garlic. Yes. Yes. So research the garlic that grows well for you, because garlic needs those cold temperatures. But the garlic that love my climate, she don't need that. She don't need to get those cold temperatures. She don't need to get, 200 some hours of being in the refrigerator. She really don't. If you get the right kind, if you get purple stripe, if you get Italian garlic, if you get Creole garlic, those are the garlics that love warm climates. Yeah, and she gonna grow well. Hey, Nikki. Hey, baby, how you doing? Hey, Nikki. Let's see, did I miss anybody else? Um, let's see. Felicia said, "Oh yeah, companion planting. Yes, ready for the garden list. Okay, all right, baby. Cool, cool. All right. So we talked about companion planting. So if you never tried, just try this season. Even if you have grow bags, put garlic, onions, or basil in one grow bag just to test this thing out. Test it out. All right. See if it works for you. But what I do is I put garlic cloves in all the beds. I make sure all the plants have at least two. And the great thing about it is, when my plant finish, I have garlic and onions to eat. So it's a win-win, right? And knowing your own garden is so important. Know your own garden. Hey, Tammy, how you doing, baby? Know your own garden because we see each other's garden, and all our garden is different, just like we are as people. All of us are different. Our gardens are different. All right, Happy Meg. Miss Linda, you are saying so many things that I was thinking about on yesterday. Really, baby? We there, baby. We there. Well, good, good. I hope this helps you in many ways. I hope it helps you, right? Just to be able to getting ready for this gardening season is great. But a lot of times we find ourselves and we see things that die and we say, "Oh, I failed." But you did not fail. You did not fail. You just did not pay attention to your garden. You were looking at somebody else's garden and say, well, her plant didn't do that, or her plant don't even look like my plant. And that's the same seed, but it's different. It's different. So don't compare your garden with anybody else's. Don't. No. Don't compare your garden. It's like, somebody say, "Oh, their plant is so bigger and it's so beautiful." And maybe it is, but what you got that. So you just try to make your garden best for you. Best for you. Don't try to compete with anybody. See, that's when problems come in. So don't compete with anybody. Just like here on YouTube, right? YouTube is a business. I'm not competing against any one of you all here. If I put up a video and I get 32 views on it, and you put up a video and you got 132 views, you ain't beating me. You're not beating me, I'm not competing. So it's a business. So don't compare your garden to anyone else's garden. Do your own thing, baby. Do your own thing, right? Rambo say the garlic can help to keep off pests too. Yes, man, that's what we're talking about too. Using companion planting. It's been so amazing for me, and I definitely want many of you all to try it because it's been. I have retired my oils. I really have. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki Walker. How you doing? I love being, I guess, in my lane and do me. Exactly. Always remember to just do you. When you do you, baby, you feel good about you in your garden. Because remember, no one here is eating from your garden. Just you and your family, right? You just sharing what you're doing. Yes, Auntie, you are right. Mine is small, but it's all mine, y'all. I mean, just give me inspiration and grow what I eat. Exactly, baby. Just do your own thing and don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Congratulate them, give them a high five, but don't try to get like anybody else. Do you. Do you. And you will find out that you will be a better gardener and you will do better here on YouTube. Just do you. All right. Hey, Miss Harrison. She's speaking to everybody. All right. So today, just because, there's this was just a pop-up and I wanted to give you all part one, part two, which will be tonight at 7. Um, I want to give someone, well, two of you all, some seeds, right? I'm going now. It's going to be seed of my choice. It's for your spring garden, okay? So I'm gonna think of a question from my last video. My last video. So if you saw the last video, then one of the questions is this: when growing out the box gave Jada a raised bed, what did it do to her? I said it in the video. Guava, yo, this coffee gonna get cold. Mm. Hey, hey, baby. Anybody know? Anybody saw the video? So the question is, when growing out the box gave Jada that bed, what did it do to her? What did she say that it did to her? What did I say it did to her? It made she want to grow more. I think she was overwhelmed. Made her happy to have a large space to grow. Opened her mind to grow more. Hello, hey J Princess. Okay, y'all. And all of y'all, I can tell that you all did see the video, but just to narrow it down, I'm going to give it to Nikki Walker. So Nikki, email me, and that's my email going across the screen there. Email me, and I'm going to send you. I mean, you send me your address, and I'm gonna send you some seeds for your spring garden. Okay, baby? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna send you some stuff. I just watched and can't remember. Oh no, Priscilla. Yeah, and that's what Nikki said. Nikki said, it opened her mind to grow more. Listen, soon as she saw it, her, you could look at her face, and she was like, "Oh my, I got all this space, I got all this room, I can do this, and I can do this." So yeah, it was. She was excited. So hopefully she'll be here with me tonight at 7. I hope she will. Yeah. But hey, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Priscilla. Priscilla said, I just watched. I can't remember. Yeah. But tonight at 7, I'm going to come back with part 2. We're going to talk more about having just a productive garden. Gardening the way you garden in your garden is not like everybody else's way, right? Now, let's get back to that video I put up, right? So the video that I put up, I said, I'm going to grow like my grandmama grew. How many of you watch your grandparents or your mom or your uncles or your aunts grow when you was a kid? How many of you are? Anybody here? Hey, Tammy. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, Maria Graham say me. Kim say I did. Sifty some saw say I did. You're early. I know, baby. Don't worry. We'll be back at 7. I know. Yeah. Good. Good. So one of the things I said in the video is that I watched my grandmama. I watched her drop seeds out there. But one of the most important parts to this whole thing, I watched her always get a huge harvest. Huge. And she would, get the people in the neighborhood and tell them, look, bring a box, bring a basket, come on over here and harvest you and your family some food, right? She always got a harvest. I saw my mom grow once. Really, she saw a worm, and I threw it all in. Go ahead, Nikki. You were running, huh, baby? I can see that. Yes, I love to watch my grandmama plant tomatoes. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? It's just a beautiful thing. And I watched her as she got big harvests. So I knew how she grew. I remember her telling me, she can eat, telling me, don't plant them so deep. You know, I when I say I can hear her, I can hear her. And some Jada said, some people go think you're crazy. I'm like, that's okay. That's another name I'll get. It is unbelievable, baby. Yeah. My grandfather on my mother's side had a beautiful garden. I saw it growing. Oh, wow. My grandpa sold some, all right, gave some away and kept some for us. Now you see, that's that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Because if you remember, I don't know how many of you all have read the story of the fish pepper. I think Nikki, I think you know that story. Hey Kim, my grandpa. Oh yes, I just read that. Yeah. So the story of the fish pepper. I can't. I know one of them name is Pippin. I can't think of the other name. I'm gonna just call them Frank and John because I can't remember their names. All right. John. John was a man who had arthritis. All right. He had arthritis really bad. Now, this was back in the day, like in 20s, 30s, right? He had arthritis. And what he knew that would help him was honey. Now, there was a beekeeper down the road. Now, his name was Pippin, I guess. I'm going to just call him John. I don't know. But I think it's Pippin. But you all look up the story. Google the story of the fish pepper, right? You'll get the names right. So he went down to John and he said, listen, John, I need some honey, but I don't have no money. But I do have. I got some seeds. So it was bartering, bartering was the thing, right? And one gave the other one honey, the other one gave the other one seeds. That's the fish pepper. Go check it out, y'all. It's a cool story. It's a cool story. So Journey Under the Sun say, I missed your question. However, based off the answers, I only grew up around fruit trees and flower gardens. Well, beautiful. So listen, honey, that's one of the other things I want to talk about is flowers. How important flowers is to our garden. how important beneficial insects are to us getting a huge harvest, a huge harvest. And it really is, right? Beneficial insects, we don't need beneficial insects in our fall garden. Brassicas don't need pollinators. No, brassicas doesn't need any of that. Our spring and summer garden, they need pollinators, right? So what we can do to get great pollinators, go out there, baby, and just throw out just some flowers. Just throw the seeds out. Throw them out there. You'll see them. I was born in a farming community. Great. So it's in your blood. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's awesome. That's awesome. So um have you a lot of flowers in your garden, you will see a huge difference in your harvest. Your harvest. You'll see a big difference. So if you never even thought about growing a lot of flowers, look at all these flower seeds at Dollar Tree. They're great. Get them. Get them. They're great for pollinators. Hey, all right. So, so one of the last thing I want to talk about before I leave, and I will be back at 7, is this. In order for us to have nice big harvests, right? We need healthy plants. We need healthy plants. Healthy plants is so important. So you want to keep your plants, you want to remove all dead leaves, dying leaves, yellowing leaves, get them off your plants. Dying plants, dying leaves attracts bad bugs. They smell them. So if you ever seen like a movie in Africa or somewhere maybe in Australia where a wild animal dies in the forest, in the woods, wherever. And next thing you know, you see a circling of buzzards around the carcass, right? They can smell death. Animals, insects can smell death. So if you have a dying plant in your garden, get her out. I know we want to save every plant we have when they're sick. I get it. But some plants we can't save. So you're going to try to save one plant and risk all the other plants. So if you have a dying plant, if you have a plant that she have bad leaves on her, and get them off. Get them off. Because they will attract bad insects. And bad insects will come in and destroy your garden. And that's period. Rambo said last year I add more flowers, and this I will be adding even more this year. Yeah, man. Yes. Flowers are amazing, and it does our garden just it is a it when you step out in your garden and you feel this feeling and you feel it. Well, that is life. You feel all over you from these plants. All of them are alive, and just to be around all of these living plants, it does something to our bodies, our mind. We think clearly, or it's a game changer. So keep your garden clean, keep your plants clean, and if a plant is dying, get rid of her. Get rid of her. And that is why I always say, have yourself a little grow table where you can have extra plants in case a plant die. Get her out, and you can have another plant to take her place. So you don't lose any food and you don't have to start all over from seed if you have a short growing season, right? So you do that. All right, guys. So do you all have any questions before we leave? Because we're going to get up out of here and I'll be back at 7 and we are going to do part 2. I pinch all leaves that are in the dirt, yes, as well. So bugs don't use them as a bridge to attract. Exactly. And not only that, if your leaves are on the ground, they will start to decompose. It just, they will become a part of the compost. That's what they're going to become part of. So you want to get them off. You don't want the leaves of your plants to be on the ground, right? Yeah, get them up, baby. Get them up. Hmm. That's great, Nikki. That's great. So I'm looking forward to a beautiful gardening season. I was looking at my long-term weather forecast, family. And one thing I know here in New Orleans, um, during Mardi Gras time, during Mardi Gras time, we are in coats. And Mardi Gras really is at the end of January, the beginning of February. We are in coats. So what I look at the long-term weather forecast for my area. The beginning of February, the first week in February, it looks like we are going to have some really cold weather. I'm talking about in the 30s, in the 20s. Yep. So I'm prepared for that. We'll ask question later. I'm cook. Okay, my baby. Okay, enjoy your meal. I cooked last night. I cooked some baked turkey wings. I'm sorry, chicken wings. I have some baked macaroni. I have sweet potatoes, and I have blue kale, y'all, from my garden. She is so good. Nikki, have you tried that blue kale? Oh my goodness. I think the last time I tried her, maybe I put her in a stir fry or something, but this time I cooked her like I would cook collard greens. But I didn't have, I mean, I had shrimp in it. I didn't have turkey or anything. I put shrimp in it. Yo, that thing is a game changer for me. Uh, I wanted to see if she was going to be a part of my spring garden, right? Oh, baby, she's going to be a part of the spring garden. She made that. So, Nikki, let me know. Have you tried the blue kale before? Oh, yes, baby. It is so good. Why you ain't tell me, Nikki, it was so good? I have never heard of really, Maria. Maria, I'm gonna send you some seeds, okay? I'm gonna send you some. I'm gonna go in there right now and do some seeds because I have someone else getting some seeds, so I'm gonna make sure I do all of them right now. Okay, baby. Blue kale. She grows really big and beautiful. I think I shared the blue kale in my. It's it's in my growing out the box bed right now. That's blue kale. She have a like a purple stem going through her leaf, and she grow big leaves. Yeah, I bought the blue kale seeds. I can't wait. She got that strong brassica taste that is so good to me. Oh, she's so good. I look, I had some for breakfast, y'all. Leaving out the house to go to church. That's what I had. Yeah, they are beautiful in your garden. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. But so Maria, I'm gonna send you some today. Well, I'm gonna mail it tomorrow. All right. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna see you all. Would you say, Priscilla? I have those. I was going to sit that one out this year. Really? Okay. Hey, Barb Brownlee. Hello, Miss Lynn and everyone. Have 3/4 inches of snow on the ground. Wow. Meatless Monday ready. Yeah. Oh, I think I heard someone else was talking about they had snow. It's it's mm-mm. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of snow. Period. But I know, baby. Yeah. But we'll be back here at 7, and we'll continue this discussion and more. Okay. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we will talk later. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Happy Mac. I appreciate it. See you later, baby. See you later. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all at 7. All right. Later, y'all.